Hi friends, my name is Ben Sessions. I'm a state delegate here in Georgia. I'm also one of 4 board certified attorneys here in the state of Georgia. I took the board certification exam in the winter of 2014 in Coronado, San Diego, California, and it was a fantastic experience. I'd like to talk to you, some of you all, about how it is that I went about preparing for that, different things I thought were helpful in the process. First, congratulations for considering it. It's a huge undertaking, even getting ready to take the test. The first thing that I would encourage you to do is to go ahead and start getting your application materials together and collected well in advance of your decision to actually take the test. It takes forever to get the dispositions from cases, to get orders on cases where you've had motions hearings. All of those type of documents that you have to collect in support of the application take a really long time. So start the process really early. In fact, if you're planning to take it in December of this year, you should already be well underway in terms of getting your documents together. The second thing that I would encourage you to do, I know that NCDD produces a long list of things that you should do, that you should read and consider as you're preparing for the examination. But I'll tell you that the brunt of my focus was one simple source, and I say simple very loosely. The one source that I would tell you to rely upon primarily in preparing for the test is Taylor and Oberman's Drunk Driving Defense. What I did was I outlined that book. And believe it or not, that was the primary resource that I relied upon, and it helped me tremendously. There were some other sources that I sort of looked at very quickly, but overall, everything that I think that you need to know for that test, if you knew that book as well as you could possibly know it, you'll be as prepared as you possibly can be for the test, in my view. So that's the one real big tip that I would give you in preparing for it. Take your time as you're doing it. Don't get in a huge rush as you're preparing. Use it like you did for the bar exam. You prepare for several months, and if you're really diligently preparing for it and reading Drunk Driving Defense, you're going to be in great shape as you approach that. The next tip that I wanted to give you is that make sure that you're working on the brief well in advance of the time that is required for the submission of the final brief to the committee. So go ahead and start very early on. That is a very time-consuming process. If you've written briefs for appellate courts and you know that that's something that really takes a long time, don't underestimate the time that it's going to take to write that brief, because it will be one of those things that really mushrooms up on you as you're actually going forward and getting ready to submit it. Don't give up on that brief either, because those points, while they're a small allotment of the actual percentage of your score, can make a huge difference. The scores are very tight in terms of passage of the exam. The exam is very tough, so those points really do matter. Don't give up on them. Also, you're going to have to submit it right around Christmas time, so if you're planning your schedule, just know that if you wait until the last minute, you're going to be working on that while your family's celebrating the holidays, so don't wait until the last minute. Those are really the tips that I think can really help you as you're going forward. I wish you the best of luck as you're preparing for it. I know it's a huge undertaking, but it also is one that's going to tremendously benefit you. I cannot tell you the number of times that I've looked at issues after I actually prepared for the exam and realized I know this so much better than I ever would have before if I were just learning things as I go. It really helps you really reach the peak of your game as you're preparing for DUI cases. You will know things, for example, I know things about accident reconstruction now that I never would have known before. I know things about how it is that you can use a light bulb and the filaments that are inside the light bulb to determine whether or not the lights were on at the time of a crash. I know things about different color tube stoppers in blood test cases that I never would have known or even have realized that they were an issue in a DUI case, but for my preparation for the board certification exam. So really take it seriously, and I wish you the best of luck. Good luck.